Bonjour, year four. Today our topic is again going to be monstre, but it's part two. This term, as we are doing monstre project, we are going to be working on some vocabulary related to monstre. Okay. First of all, take out your French notebooks and write the date. Le 10 janvier 2022. Write the date that you see right in front of you, and then leave a space next, and then write after a line, then write monstre part 2, and then write pour commencer. Now you're going to put the jumbled words in correct order. You have three sentences. Mon c'est monstre, that's number 1. S'appelle il Kirikou, that's number 2. A il on dix, number 3. You are going to be trying to put these three sentences into proper order, one after the other. All right? I'm going to give you, say, 6 to 7 minutes time to complete this. Right now, I want you people to pause the video and then start with your work. Can you please pause the video? Okay, so now let's check the correct answer. There you go. You have the right answers here. Number 1, c'est mon monstre, which means this is my monster. Next one, il s'appelle Kirikou. His name is Kirikou. Il a 10 ans. He is 10 years old. Lovely. So even when you try to describe your monster, you can start by saying c'est mon monstre, il s'appelle, and then you write the name of your monster. Then you could write his age by saying il a, whether he's 10 ans or 12 ans or 13 ans or 8 ans is up to you, whatever you choose to write. All right, remember that. Let's move on to our learning objectives and student outcomes. It's just like last week because we are still trying to describe a monster with different sentences. But here we are going to be working on the age of the monster. So you need some numbers and also opinions using body parts and all of that. Let's see how we are going to work on this. Okay, now we have a retrieval practice, which is you're going to try to retrieve from memory what you've learned earlier, which means from last lesson. Let's see. There is picture here. In each column, you have two pictures, and then you need to try to make a sentence with these pictures. All right. Let's see if you're able to make. Come on, try it. Okay. The first picture says Ila, which means he has, and there is a boy who has two heads. Okay. Now try to make a sentence with this. Let's check if you're right. Yes, you're absolutely right. It's il a deux têtes. Deux is two, tête is head, and the tête will have s at the end because it's heads. It's plural, so it's s. Okay. Il a deux têtes. Tête has an s at the end. And the next sentence again, il a, and then you're gonna try to say how many legs does this insect have? So he has, say, 6 legs. How do you say that? Il a 6 jambes. Now you have eyes. You need to count the eyes. Okay. And let's see how many eyes are there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Voila. There are 12 eyes. So how do you say that? Il a 12. 12 yeux. Il a 12 yeux. Okay, because my video is going on, you can't see the spelling of year. So the spelling of year is Y-E-U-X. So il a 12 yeux. Let's move on to the next one. You have les parties du corps here. We have learned les parties du corps last week as well. We're going to do a recap by singing a song. Let's do sing along. I'm gonna try to sing it with a tune. If you want to learn it up, you can always go back and play it again and again and learn up the lyrics. Yeah. Okay, so let's sing the song together. So it goes like this. Tête, épaules, genoux, pliés. Tête, épaules, genoux, pliés. Les parties du corps, les parties du corps. Tête, épaules, genoux, pliés. Okay, now I think you got the hang of the tune. I'm sure you'll be able to sing it very well, better than me. Let's do the next verse. Cheveux, nez, bouche, oreille, bouche, oreille. Cheveux, nez, bouche, oreille, bouche, oreille. Les parties du corps, les parties du corps. Cheveux, nez, bouche, oreille, bouche, oreille. Then we have the next verse. Commun, doigt donc, ventre jaune, ventre jaune. Commun, doigt donc, ventre jaune, ventre jaune. Les parties du corps, les parties du corps. Cou, main, doigt donc, ventre jaune, ventre jaune. Wow, lovely. So this song you can try to practice by singing, and you will get the hang of all the parts of the body over here. All right. Okay. So let's move on to our next set of vocabulary. Okay, we have some sentence starters here. So suppose you want to say, he has 12 eyes. He has 2 hands. We definitely saw these last week, but then we didn't try to write sentences. We tried to draw a monster, color our monster, and then we tried to label the parts of their body with numbers. We just did that. We didn't write sentences at all. So today we are going to be writing sentences. All right. So I'm sure, children, you've already drawn the monster, you've colored your monster, you've also put some arrows from the body parts, and then you've written the parts of the body in French over there. I believe you've done all of this, and now we are going to move on to writing these sentences. Okay, so Ila is he has. So if your monster is a boy, then you write Ila. If your monster is a girl, then you write Ella. Okay, Ella. So here you go. You've already drawn and colored your monster. You had labeled the body parts of your monster. I'm sure about that. Now you need to write a paragraph about your monster with all the words that we have learned in last week and this week's lesson. All right. So if you've forgotten some of it, you can always go to the previous video. You can watch it and then get back to this video and then work on your monster paragraph. All right. But children, if some of you have not drawn or colored your monster, or you have not labeled the parts of your monster, body parts, please do that today. Please complete it by today. All right. Now, for the sentences, so you start usually when at the end of this half term, when you're trying to bring your monster to school and show it to everyone, then you will bring your monster, you'll show your monster, and then you would say that this is my monster. So you will start your sentence by saying, c'est mon monstre, which means this is my monster. Okay? And then you'll write, il s'appelle. If it's a boy, you write il s'appelle. If it's a girl, you write elle s'appelle. That's why, can you see that? There are 2 boxes. On top, I've given everything in blue. At the bottom, I've given everything in pink. The reason is for you to understand the top one is for a monster, which is a boy, and the bottom one is the one for girl. Okay? So now you're gonna write these sentences. If it's a boy monster, il s'appelle, and then you write the name of your monster. Be creative. The monster's name, and Ila Dashon, you're going to write the age, the number in French. So that's why for help on the side, if you see the pink box, there are numbers given there. And then the next sentence will be Ila, and then you write how many eyes. Is eyes, jambe is legs, ma means hand, bouche is mouth, dent is teeth, and cheveux is hair. So you're going to write how many eyes, how many legs, how many hands, how many mouths, and how many teeth and how many hair your monster has. Your monster can have, say, one hair or two or three or four. How many? We can't count our hair, but you can. We're going to try to write number for our monster's hair. Okay, this is just to learn up the numbers and the body parts. Okay, so complete this. Once you complete this, then your today's work is done. All right. So again, I repeat, you should have drawn your monster, colored it, labeled the body parts of your monster so that it's going to be easy for you today to write these sentences. Then you start your sentence by saying, same or most, this is my monster. His name is, and all of this. You must be even wondering, why am I saying this is my monster when I've not even done it? No, you have drawn and colored your monster. It's right in front of you in your notebook, so you should be able to write this. Also, end of the term, you know what? I'm going to ask you to make a monster with recycled material like paper or plastics or anything, shoe boxes. You could use any recycled material to make it. If you remember in last week's lesson, I definitely spoke about this. So you need to be ready with your monster at the end of this term so that you can bring your monster to school and you could use these sentences to speak about your monster. All right? So please practice these sentences. If you didn't get the pronunciations well, then you know what you need to do? You need to go back and play whatever I've spoken, and then you will work on it. Okay? So I'm going to say it one more time. Say mon monstre, il s'appelle, il a, and then you have blank, you say eux, jambes, mains, bouche, dents, et, and then cheveux. If it's a girl monster, then you would say elle s'appelle, elle a, and it goes on like that. All right? Okay, au revoir. Today's lesson is done, and I'll meet you next time. Okay?